Cue the breakup music. Australia's federal opposition is in disarray this morning after the Nationals' decision to split with the Liberal Party, breaking up the coalition for the first time in almost 40 years. The two sides are now going their separate ways over major disagreements on nuclear energy, regional infrastructure and the supermarket sector. Joining us now from the smoking ruins of the coalition is Liberal Senator Jane Hume, live in Melbourne. Good morning, Jane. Have you lost that loving feeling?
You've just ruined that song for me, Nat. I love that song. Look,
well, how else do you say it this morning?
Not at all. Look, the Liberal Party are very disappointed that the National Party have chosen to walk away from the coalition agreement, but we certainly respect their decision. We intend to work collaboratively with them, as we always have in the past. And as both David Littleproud and Susan Lee have said, the door is always open because we know that the coalition is stronger together. But there were some sticking points to the coalition agreement that couldn't be overcome. Those sticking points included a number of policy areas that the National Party wanted embedded into the coalition agreement. Now, we have said, Susan Lee has said, that we want to do a full review of our policy suite. That is fair and reasonable after an election loss like the one that we have just had.
And they wouldn't listen?
That doesn't mean that any particular policy will be abandoned, nor does it guarantee that it will be adopted. But a review is entirely the right decision. There was also another sticking point too, which was around cabinet solidarity. The Nationals wanted the ability to essentially dissent in cabinet, to walk out of cabinet with some people with one view and some people with another. That's not how cabinet works. In a functioning government and indeed a functioning opposition, having cabinet consensus and solidarity is fundamentally important. So we will walk away, but we always hope that the coalition will have an opportunity to come back together because we know that we are stronger together.
OK, let's look at the seats. Labor has about 93 to 94 on our count. The Liberal Party has 28. How can you be an effective opposition in this country?
Well, the good news is the Liberal Party is made up of very talented individuals with unique perspectives. We come from all walks of life. We come from farming, from the military, from small business, from large business, from financial services, from construction.
Well, no,
that's not true,
numbers,
Nat.
Jane,
that's
come
not
on.
true. Nat, that's not true. In fact, the vast majority of people in the Labor Party have come through the union movement and they have a rather a homogenous perspective. That's not the way the Liberal Party works. We'll bring in those talented individuals. We'll make sure that they step up to, many of them will step up to front bench positions for the first time. That's a fresh approach that we will be taking to policy development and certainly to the next election as well.
Okay.
In the meantime, we hope that the National Party will come and join us because we know that when we work collaboratively, we work better.
Well, Barnaby Joyce says there is a massive gulf here. We see the world completely differently. It doesn't sound like there is any getting together anytime soon.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I know that the National Party believe themselves to be the party of regional Australia and rural Australia, but we also have some seats that are held by the Liberal Party that are in regional and rural Australia as well, which is why we have that much broader perspective in the Liberal Party. Now, there'll be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, but we know that we need to make sure that we listen to the messages of the last election, that we heed those messages and respond to them and go forward with a fresh approach. That's exactly what the Liberal Party will be doing.
And so you're saying the Nationals wouldn't listen?
Well, the Nationals have made the decision to walk away. We are disappointed about that, but that doesn't mean the end of a good working relationship between the two parties of the coalition.
OK, Jane Hume, thank you very much this morning.
Thanks, Nat.
Here's Sheva.